Ooh.
Seven deadly sins.
Yes, we're doing that for every video now.
Because we can.
Okay, so a bit of our fault. Last week we were all over the place, so we didn't get a chance to really discuss the last chapter. So skip to the timestamp in the comments for 280, but 279 was pretty good. I mean, there were some good highlightable moments. Let's touch on those real quick.
The big monster goes boom.
Big
and
monster.
Says, fuck yo, couch.
Big monster goes boom until, it doesn't.
And it sets the stage for what really is this week's chapter.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you've got King down for the count. You've got Diane shows up. I think, did she show up this chapter or last chapter? I think she showed up last chapter.
Last chapter. Got a little bit of a gash.
So, and I mean, she was holding her own for the most part, but we both know her power level just wasn't where it needed to be.
Oh, yeah. And
I mean, you have Elizabeth there.
Oh, yeah. Elizabeth is there, trying to do the best she can.
And they set up for their tri-power attack. And that's where it leaves off.
Pretty much. So, I'm going to put a timestamp in the chat so I can put it in the comments. Alright. And, so on to 280.
So 280. This chapter. Oof. David, take it away.
Okay, Doggo go bye-bye, fucking new form reveals, all sorts of glorious shit going on. Some sexy action poses, like, goddamn. Opens up with what looks like some sort of fucking cloud of smoke and forms, disappearing. King can't do shit, his wings are gone. Diane's down, getting her wound patched up. Oslo the doggy goes to the nether realm. Boom, boom, boom. He crying it. King's crying there. Why'd you do it?
I mean, if you think about it, this is literally the level of... The word I'm going to use is Gohan Super Saiyan 2 for the first time.
Yeah. 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 I can see that. It's definitely a touching moment. Definitely, we got all sorts of shit going on. Light Jewel love attack.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, the big takeaway is King got pushed over the edge and sprouted full on crazy fairy wing.
Look like butterfly wings to me.
Well, that's fairy wings. That's like
I know.
Power fairy wings.
I know. It's like.
Because he's a beautiful butterfly.
There it is. But, like, the art, as always, on point. Diane decides to use the lightning rod because they're on artificial land, not physical land.
I hate to say it, but I feel like that's a power ass grab. But then again,
it kind of is. But, like, I don't want to hurt anything underground, so...
Like, literally, when the pig is pointing it out, that's when you know it's straight ass pull.
Oh, yeah. But you
gotta love it.
You gotta love it. And you gotta love the fact that the ground's crumbling around them, and we get this sexy fucking... what would essentially be double page in the magazine spread of fucking the entire artificial land island thing collapsing and everyone falling to their eventual demise and blah 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 blah.
Presumed falling.
Yeah. Even though it technically isn't falling.
I mean, every character there could pretty much fly except Diane.
Exactly. And how badly hurt would she really get?
It's literally like just stepping down from like maybe the top of a railing down to the ground. I mean, exactly. in giant sizes, I don't know, unless maybe it's exponential weight divided in. She lands 20 feet and shatters her kneecaps. I don't know.
Are we really using human physics for a giant?
I mean, are we really using giant physics for humans?
Fair point. But, like, King still couldn't fly at this point, so, he's going through the I'm going to die existential crisis here. Beginning flashback. And then...
That's the sound effect that goes in my mind when he snaps.
Giant fairy wings, he's a beautiful butterfly. You will be the strongest fairy king in all of history. Yay!
And that's when you know shit's gonna hit the fan.
So, good God, this was a pretty straightforward chapter.
Now, which do you think he's gonna do first? Do you think he's gonna do poison spore or sleep powder?
Oh, God damn. Well, I mean, I hope poison powder. Well, maybe sleeping shit would be better here, man. Put everyone to sleep, so they the fall just is cushioned like they were drunk.
He puts the enemy to sleep and then just starts punching him in the face. Wake up! Stop hitting yourself.
Just takes his own fist, just like
So any predictions this time around? I did the predictions last time. It's your turn.
I think what we're going to see here is the beginnings of the wrap-up of this fight, because now we have a new form, which usually signifies the end of a fight. So we're going to start seeing, them fighting on equal terms. Probably for 1 to 2 chapters, we'll see that, and then we'll get the final bad speech. I could have done it all. I could have been the god or whatever. Generic shonen fucking angry enemy speech. And then we're going to get to the heroic speech and then the final climax of this, fight. And
so I'm gonna ask you then to elaborate a little bit. Do you feel like this is going to be completely one-sided up to a point, kind of like it was when Meliodas was taking on the giant and the fairy at the same time, was winning, and then the rest of the Ten Commandments showed up and just wrecked him? Are you thinking something along those lines?
I think we're going to get something along those lines, because that seems to be commonplace here. So we're going to see one side.
He's going to fight, even fight, and then something's going to happen that's going to offset the balance and put him at a disadvantage, correct?
Yep. That seems to be the commonplace here. So I don't see why the author would, deviate from their common, tropes now. So close to the end, since we've only got like a year left. Then again, if we don't get that, we're going to see this wrap up super quick.
Well, because we don't have any power players there. There's no Escanor, there's no Meliodas.
Exactly. So it's like we've already got 2 completely fucked up, one potentially dead, because we don't know how badly hurt Gother is, because the self-destruct was...
Let's be real. We both know he's a doll. He's gonna get back out.
Yeah, but the self-destruct was aborted, so we don't know how badly fucked up Gother is right now. Obviously, at the end of the fight, it'll be, back up, and so... But for now, incapacitated. Diane's legs fucked up. Elizabeth's fucking essentially useless right now because she's playing medic. So it's just King.
But remember, nobody messes with the white mage.
True. But let's be realistic.
Mage is down. Need a res.
Let's be realistic here. What use is Elizabeth while she's playing healer to, the rest of the party?
But at the same time, I mean, she's never really been an offensive magic.
Exactly. So it's like... We've just got King here, so... Unless Escanor or Meliodas get there, it's going to be, one-sided, destroyed, or one-sided till more enemy backup comes back. Then we get Meliodas and Escanor backing fucking King up. Those are our 2 options here.
Unless this is the doorway, maybe when they drop him with all the commandments he's got, maybe he becomes a doorway, Demon King steps out, and just starts wiping the floor.
I yeet you, and you, and you, and you. Now, who's next?
Pretty much. What about one hits?
Right? This isn't One Punch Man.
Demon King solos the verse.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. You got any predictions?
Well, I predict one of 3 things happening. First off, I'm gonna predict right now. Y'all can quote me if you want. King's gonna get his ass handed to him at some point. May not be right away, but it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
He's got this new power. He has not trained it. He has not developed it. It's gonna be a classic, and I'm gonna refer back to my DBZ ways. It's gonna be a classic Golden Frieza for the first time. He's gonna get wrecked. He'll throw some damage out there, but at the end of the day, he's gonna get wrecked. I think Diane is due for a power up, so we're gonna see something. I don't know what, but we'll see something.
True.
Probably not a huge power up, but a power boost nonetheless, just to at least hold her own and survive. Maybe something caused by Elizabeth. Who knows? I don't see Meliodas showing up. I see Zeldros showing up. I see him showing up, being drawn to all the commandment powers at once, and there being a showdown there.
That would be fun.
Probably down the road a ways, but I think he's going to be a key here. I think Meliodas is going to get into it between one of the two of them, and Meliodas is strong, but he's not that strong.
Oh,
Escanor dropped him. And Escanor was at, what, I think Escanor is somewhere around 180, 190, and this guy is at like 210 and growing.
Right.
So, if Escanor dropped him with a karate chop, Meliodas does not have the power to take this guy down.
True.
So I think Zeldros with the extra commandments is going to be key. One of them is going to lose. Demon King gets summoned. Meliodas also, when that happens, Meliodas and Ban will catch a ride with the Demon King, pop out, and then it's going to be 7-on-1, all-out war. That's what I see happening. Granted, it's going to be long-term, 10, 20, 30 chapters from now, but that's kind of where I see it going.
And I wouldn't doubt any of this, so goddamn. All right. Until next time. Peace.
Later.